Hello everyone. Please excuse the background sound. I have the air conditioner on. So welcome, thank you for joining me. This is going to be a fun one just for shits and giggles. I want to see if I can see an outcome for this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard trial. So I figured first I would start with a relationship rune. So first I'm going to pull a rune for the relationship. So let's go ahead and welcome in spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Please help bring in clear messages for the highest good. All right. Trying to all right. So that looks like it is a bit in reverse, whatever this is here. So this is the the rune for celebration in regards to relationships. So Wunjo, it is this one right here. So when we come over here, it represents joy, serenity, and celebration. So this is coming out in reverse. So the relationship is definitely not a celebration. I don't know if that means that there will not be celebrating when it comes to the outcome of the trial, but I want to go ahead and pull some cards for that. Actually, let's go ahead and for Johnny's trial, Emperor with the Knight of Pentacles. I don't like it when it hits my hand because I don't know if it was meant to be in reverse or not. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So I feel like this is a long time coming, but I feel like he's finally standing up for himself, trying to take his power back in this situation. All right, let's see what else. Now, I want the Empress and the Six of Cups. This tells me that by choosing to love himself and stand up for himself and take care of himself, this will bring emotional healing and balance. So we do have Six of Wands, victory, success, and public recognition. However, that could represent Johnny's life at many times. I feel like with the Empress, this is going to represent taking care of himself. This is all about self-care. With the Six of Cups or underneath the deck. So that would be on an emotional level. So I feel like this is going to bring some closure and healing on an emotional level, because the Six of Cups was under the deck with this. And the Empress can be about many things. The birth of new things. It can talk about abundance. But I feel like this has the Emperor under the deck with this one, so I feel like that's being he's in a sense trying to win the war, not the battle. So he knows that this is, you know, a long time coming, that sort of thing. The time is now. This is willpower, taking the reins, taking charge. And then this is another card of, you know, it is slow moving. This is something that, you know, at the Eight of Pentacles, that's when we can, you know, that's when hard work is paying off, so to speak. This is still kind of in that. We do have victory and success, public recognition here. So having the Emperor, the Empress, the Chariot, and the Six of Wands, and these Pentacles here, this is looking to favor because he is the one suing her now. I feel like this is, you know, in his favor. There's that Six of Cups again. And the World. So that is success, a completion of a cycle, reaching a goal. So whether, you know, he wins the case or not, this will bring emotional healing and closure. I want to say, as a victim of domestic violence myself, I in no way condone, you know, anything. Even like, you know, with the video of him slamming the cabinets and things like that. Like that's a form of you know, a toxic environment and abuse all on its own. So I'm not in any way condoning his behavior in any of this. However, when someone is crying wolf or saying that they're a victim of domestic violence or of abuse, when they actually aren't, that makes it harder for the ones that are telling the truth. When someone gets charged with domestic violence, they can get bailed out right then. It's a very weak charge because of stuff like that. Because, you know, if someone is making up something, that sort of thing, I feel like there should be different levels. If someone is charged over and over again with domestic violence, eventually it should be to the point where they get charged with assault. So then it becomes a heavier charge. But people that lie about that, I don't have any place for. So moving to calmer waters, there's another 6. So we have a lot of balance coming in with this. And a death and rebirth. So this is going to bring a lot of closure and a lot of healing and a lot of balance. I feel like this was something that he needed to do for himself. Wow, look at that Tower. Closing out this chaos. Closing out this traumatic chapter. This is the most responsible knight. So you could look at it in a sense of he's not only doing this for himself, to stand up for himself, but it kind of can set a precedent to set things right, and you know, for others out there that might be wrongfully accused and that sort of thing. All of the stuff that's being, you know, we're reminiscing about his, you know, his childhood is being brought up. This is all looking back on your childhood, that sort of thing. But this is healing. Queen of Swords. Cutting out what's no longer serving you. Wow. So this can talk about, you know, him standing up for himself and holding on to what he has. I'm not going to let you take from me. I'm going to cut you out. You're no longer serving this situation, that sort of thing. This can be a protective energy as well, where you're protecting yourself. The Knight of Swords. Hit my finger, so I don't know if that was meant to be in reverse. Oh. And then that's the Death and Rebirth card on the ground here. King of Wands is under the deck. I think this is him seeking the truth. And then we had the Page of Wands under the deck, where that's my ADD card. And if you watch him talk and getting distracted and all of that, you know, I feel like he is definitely a creator and, you know, has that ADD mind where, you know, he's all over the place in that sense. So I feel like this is him trying to get the truth out and closing out that chapter so new things can come in and he is not ruined in that sense. This is my Entrepreneur card. The Leader. So there is another card as far as, you know, like the Emperor. We have the King of Wands. So I feel like he's trying to take back control, like we have here with the taking the reins. This Queen of Swords is someone who speaks the truth. You're perceiving things around you where you are going to try and get clarity on something and be logical about something and get the truth out and cut out what's not serving you this is, I think, his energy coming in. You know, Johnny is the rebel, but he's also a creative and trying to get his truth out. So if nothing of the sorts, I feel like this is very healing and going to bring balance after this Tower. All right, so if we could get a final card for the outcome of the trial, if it will be victorious, if it will be the Ace of Swords. So the truth will come out. An ace, do we look at that as victory? Whoa, the truth about the devil. So I feel like that could be victorious in Johnny's favor. Because the ace is a truth coming out, and that's what he's seeking. He wants the truth out about her lies, the toxicity that she brought to the situation. So I would feel like that would be a successful trial. So I'm going to say, yeah, he will win, but I feel like either way, the truth is going to come out. So either way, I feel like he wins. He wins by the truth coming out, and he wins by the healing that he's gaining by going through all of this. So in a sense, this coming out for the relationship rune being in reverse, that's talking about it wasn't a joyous relationship. It was the opposite of joy and celebratory. It was toxic. However, if you just pull the rune for what it is for the trial, this could talk about celebrating a win. I just wanted to peek what was under there. This is our final card here. The truth comes out about this, about her lies and her deceit. And he's able to close this out. It's taking a long time, but he's finally standing up for himself, taking care of himself. He's leading this. I don't know if you guys have even seen, like, she's literally copying the clothes that he wears. He'll wear a three-piece suit, and the next day she's wearing a three-piece suit. He wore that Gucci tie, and she wore the Gucci tie. I mean, this is nuts. The mind games that she is doing, but look at him. He is coming off clear. He sees her for what she is now. He's just trying to get the rest of the world to see. But there is emotional balance coming for him, mental balance coming for him, and completely closing that chapter out. You know, we had the World card twice talking about that victory, a goal is reached, completing that cycle. The time is now. This is all about willpower, and the seeds that are being planted, this is going to, this is a harvest that's going to be able to be reached. So having that patience and doing it responsibly, yeah, it's going to take time, but this is all going to be beneficial in a sense for healing and the truth to come out. I'm hoping you guys are able to see all of these. Yeah, it just cuts off the death card a little bit. So here, if I scooped this up a little bit. Wow. So all in all, our final cards are the truth is going to come out about the devil. So, and then we have this celebration and joy. And what was the other word? So if you're looking into the original runes, this would talk about joy. Healing, if it's under a healing, aspect, like the healing that this is pointing out, would be serenity. So that balance and the peace that this is going to bring. And then for relationship, it would be celebration. So I feel like there's going to be a celebration when it comes to the completing this. This truth is going to come out, and he is going to win his trial. Now I know that she is countersuing. I think he's suing for 50 million. She's countersuing for 100 million. This is going to go on for a while, this case. But because all this stuff is being brought up about his childhood and things like that, this is going to bring balance and healing. I feel like she took advantage of him during his the worst time in his life. He was addicted to the pills, and she took advantage of that. And I feel like by him taking the reins and going through this to stand up for himself is going to, when we get healing, that's going to help him in the future. I think that's what we would all love to see. Whether you're a fan of Johnny's or not, we're hoping for healing so that he can, not revert back to the extremes. We're not going to be naive and sit here and say, of course he's going to be a drinker and smoke and do this and do that and all, but we're all hoping for the best when it comes to his, I'm not even wanting to say sobriety, his, not doing the hardcore shit. So I feel like when we go through stuff, it's being brought up, this self-love, this self-care, taking care of ourselves. We're balancing shit that we need to balance. And having to go through and talk about and bring this up and heal it, I feel like all of this will be good for him in the long run. This can be cutting out what's no longer serving him anymore. We have, the Queen of Wands who's seeing shit and cutting things out. And then we have the Death and Rebirth card here, where we're closing chapters that no longer serve us. So not only shit to do with her, but healing some of his past and not reverting back to some of that hardcore shit, the gnarly drugs, the Roxys and stuff like that. So, but I guess my prediction is going to be that the truth of what he's wanting all along, his truth, is going to come out. So I'm saying that he will win the case, as far as the defamation, because there hasn't been any fucking proof that he's ever put his hands on her. They're just trying to make him look bad as far as on their side, or try to, corrupt the shit he's saying to where they can throw something out. But I think all in all, it is good that he's decided to do this. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out, and I guess we shall see how this all unfolds. Have a good one.